Hey guys, back at it with a Blame It On George video. I know you guys really love these videos. These videos, probably next to Dhar Mann, probably get the most amount of views, so obviously you guys like it. And again, I focus on the views because I obviously want to know what you guys want to watch, right? So it's 12.5 minutes long, not too long. Again, like videos 10 to like 15, even 20 minutes is not too bad. Anything 20 plus is just like, ugh, to me. I know there's a lot of Blame It On George videos that are longer, which I'll still watch them, but it's just hard to focus. So 7 Lost Sesame Street Skits by Blame It On George. So I haven't seen Sesame Street in a long time, obviously, I don't watch that, but I think I did as a young kid. Don't really remember it too much, but yeah, this is going to be 7 Lost Sesame Street Skits. So obviously this is stuff we haven't seen because they're lost and probably never been released, I'm assuming. I don't know, I guess we'll find out though. Before we get into this video, be sure to give this video a like, be sure to comment down below what you guys think of this video, thought of this video, etc. And if you guys have any more Blame It On George suggestions, which I know you guys do, you guaranteed do, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications as well. Without further ado, let's go.
With a show that's been on the air as long as Sesame Street, it's no surprise that a few of their skits have fallen through the cracks of time. There are many reasons for this, but their fates are unanimously the same: lost media. So today, we're going to be heading into the more obscure parts of the street. These are 7 lost Sesame Street skits.
So it's to be interesting. I don't know if I'll say much, but I'll try to. 7.
Handful of Crumbs. Our first lost skit is a song titled Handful of Crumbs, first airing sometime during season 13 between 1981 and 1982.
I don't even know how many
With a title
seasons
like
there
that,
were.
It's a given that's sung by none other than Cookie Monster. The song is about how his cookies crumbles in his hand after holding it too tight, lamenting over his lost cookie. You would think that he wouldn't mind so much, given that every time he eats a cookie it crumbles into bits. But, oh well. Interestingly, Elmo appears in this short ahead of his official debut as just a generic background Muppet. His voice is also much deeper. Handful of Crumbs isn't completely lost. You can listen to the whole song on 3 separate Sesame Street compilation albums. It's the actual footage that's lost. No, sort of. While the skit had not appeared on any home media release or official internet upload, YouTuber Ferguson80 came through with some footage on June 20th, 2017. The footage came from an episode of Barrio Sesame, the Spanish version of Sesame Street. So we have the entire song and we have full footage of the segments, but the English version of the whole skit remains lost. Some YouTube users have edited together the English song with the Spanish footage in a makeshift attempt to recreate the original, but the dialogue that is spoken before Cookie Monster begins speaking remains in Spanish, as well as Elmo's strange deep voice.
That's weird.
Granny Fanny Nesselrode.
Granny Fanny.
Granny Fanny Nesselrode was an old lady Muppet, performed by Carol Spinney, and on one occasion Jim Henson, who showed up in season 2 and 3 back in the 1970s. She was often depicted as senile and confused in her Answer Lady skits, where she would do her best to answer viewers' questions, until her final appearance in 1986. She was depicted in several bits of merchandise over the years, but never really elevated into main character status.
I don't remember a lot of these characters,
There are 3
to
known
be
Granny
honest.
Nesselrode sketches to exist, with the only one being completely lost is her Answer Lady sketch titled Ketchup Problem. In this skit, Granny tries to solve a problem where the ketchup won't come out of the bottle. Her co-host then points out that the cap is still on the bottle, and after removing it, she pours ketchup all over the place.
Idiot.
Damn it, Granny. While this is
Really?
the full sketch featuring Granny that is missing, the English version of Telephone is also currently lost. The sketch is available online, but only in German, and given how old these sketches are and the grand scheme of all things Sesame Street, it seems unlikely that we'll ever see these released.
Interesting.
Professor Hastings. Next, we have another character with various lost skits. However, unlike Granny, we have a solid reason why this guy was left behind. He was super boring. Professor Hastings first appeared in 1969, often giving incredibly boring lectures where he himself would fall asleep due to how dull they were. Kermit the Frog, his assistant, would usually be the one to wake him up. While the fact that he was boring was usually the whole joke, it turns out he was so boring that he was actually putting kids to sleep.
But what was wrong with it, John, which is what you were asking me, is that when Professor Hastings falls asleep, the kids fall asleep. In other words, it's a clue for them that he's going to be out of it. He's not going to be saying anything for a while. We thought that they might be
So when he falls asleep, the kids fall asleep too.
But that wasn't what would happen. They would drift off when he would drift off.
I mean, makes sense, right? Makes sense. 1926
It's
to
clear why he
2010.
didn't make the cut, but despite that, he remained semi-popular in several European countries. Thanks to his character only lasting 3 seasons, many of his skits have become lost over time. The professor had a total of 11 known skits, but only one of them has resurfaced in English. The skit, What's My Part? Emotions has been partially recovered in English, with a fan dub filling in the missing lines. And Spinning Wheel has been cut in half, with the English version starting halfway through the skits. The beginning half remains lost. 5 other skits and 1 album track have been found, but only in Arabic, German, and Portuguese.
And
2
none
of
in
the
English.
professor segments, number 2 and the letter U, remain completely lost. In 2006, a German dub of the letter Y was uploaded to YouTube, but was removed in the following years. It appears that nobody saved the backup of the video, so it's officially lost again. While Professor Hastings himself is incredibly boring,
Hastings,
he
isn't it
did manage
Hastings?
to become part of something
Hastings.
interesting. Lost media.
Yeah, it's crazy how some stuff is just completely lost. Like, is it not saved on like the system or something
Show was
anywhere?
a short-lived segment that aired during the 12th season in the 80s, featuring the equally short-lived Muppet, Leslie Mosley. During these segments, Leslie would host a talk show where she would interview other denizens of Sesame Street, such as the Count, Grover, and the Cookie Monster. Most of Leslie's skits have been uploaded on YouTube in English, except for her interview with the Cookie Monster. Only the Castilian Spanish dub of that interview has been found and uploaded, and that's the only skit that's known to be missing, but there are reportedly 2 other interviews that are lost, but their existence cannot be confirmed. According to a forum on Muppet Central from 2006, 2 interviews, one featuring Guy Smiley and the other featuring Kermit the Frog, were created. However, no solid information, screenshots, or footage can be found of these interviews. According to users on the forum, the Guy Smiley interview was available for a short time on the Verizon Wireless Vcast phones. It apparently aired around 1981 and took place in Guy Smiley's house. Muppet forum user Sesame Guy also reveals the existence of the Kermit sketch, but doesn't give away any details as he doesn't want to spoil the comedy. Luckily, a user known as Xerix comes through and details the interview, stating that Kermit shows off his various awards to Leslie, before going into detail on all the different professions he wanted to do as a child. When describing each one, he puts on a hat that reflects it, like a cowboy hat or a chef's hat, or even a knight's helmet. However, in the end, he decided to become a news reporter, and puts on his signature reporter hat from his own segments. And, once again, it's not confirmed whether or not these 2 sketches actually exist.
Interesting. 3.
Dina and Pearl.
I don't remember a lot of
Dina
these
and Pearl were a
characters.
duo
That's a
of
big ass
puppets who
nose
appeared
though.
together in sketches,
I don't
much
remember all
like
these
Bert and
characters though. I feel
throughout
old.
seasons 11 and 12. Their segments featured Dina, a young and energetic child, and her caretaker Pearl, the responsible adult.
Yeah, big ass
The
nose.
2 weren't that popular, and they disappeared shortly after. They were also seen as too similar to Bert and Ernie, with one being
yeah.
energetic and the
I
other
remember
being
them.
responsible, which contributed to their removal from the show. Before their untimely demise, the 2 appeared in 4 sketches together: Baby Dina, Underwater, Toy Box, and Pearl is Sick. These sketches were your standard nanny-child dynamic stories. Pearl teaches Dina to make a game out of picking up her toys, Pearl trying to get Dina to go to sleep, and so on. Out of their 4 sketches, only Baby Dina has been uploaded online in English, under the name Playhouse. Toy Box has been uploaded in Dutch only, and Underwater can only be found in Arabic. The final sketch, Pearl is Sick, cannot be found in any language. No footage of this sketch exists, only a single still. Given that this is a case of yet another forgotten unpopular character, or characters in this case, it seems unlikely that we'll ever see an official release of the sketch.
It's possible. It could be out there somewhere. It could be.
Batman, clean and dirty. Did you know that Batman and Robin have been to Sesame Street? It's true. The Cape Crusader and the Boy Wonder appeared in their animated 60s incarnations during the Batman and Robin sketches, which aired during Season 1 in 1970.
Did not know that.
In conjunction with Filmation, who did all the animation, a total of 4 Batman segments were created. In fact, one of them actually appeared in the original test pilot for Sesame Street, which was later included on the Old School Volume 2 DVD. 3 of the 4 Batman segments are readily available on DVD. This includes Batman Crosses the Street, Around, Up, Through, and the untitled Bert and Ernie segment featuring Batman. However, the fourth and final sketch, known as Clean and Dirty, is completely lost. Apparently, this 51-second sketch aimed to teach children about the differences between clean and dirty, and focus on the Penguins gang, who had dirty windows that needed to be cleaned. It's unknown if any
So you just
footage
watch the
remains
window.
from the sketch, and its existence is only known thanks to materials from the CTW archives of the University of Maryland. The document that verifies its existence only includes the title of the sketch and its length, with other details filled in by individuals who saw it back in the day, or those just filling in the blanks. Batman and Sesame Street don't seem like things that would go well together, but given that this was the silly campy 60 series, it does make some sense that he would take time out of his busy schedule to teach children about the importance of cleanliness and street safety.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Windy. Our
Windy.
seventh and final entry is a pop song titled Windy. The song was made and performed by the band The Association and went on to become a #1 hit in 1967. The version that aired on Sesame Street featured the Muppets known as Tony and Beautiful Day Monster, and has Tony singing about his girlfriend, Windy, who can fly across the sky. It turns out Windy is just Beautiful Day Monster and drag, and ends the sketch by crashing in a failed flying attempt, giving us a rare look at Beautiful Day Monster's legs. As for its availability,
Ain't nobody
Windy
wanna
is
see
known
that.
as one of the most elusive and difficult classic clips in the show to find. In 2006, a German dub of the song was uploaded to YouTube, but was deleted in February 2007. Apparently, the German user who posted the song also posted many other classic clips from Sesame Street in the German language, most likely causing his account to be terminated in the infamous Viacom takedown of 2007, which
Oh,
saw
right.
nearly 400,000 accounts deleted from YouTube. The video was not downloaded or archived in any way, and now remains lost, aside from a few images taken from thumbnails and such. A user on the Muppet Central forums, known as Gabry3, posted that the Windy sketch may have been included on the Castilian Spanish 10-disc DVD set for Barrio Sesamo, but it is impossible to import the DVDs from Spain. The discussion on the thread has since died down, and no news has come from it. However, it looks as though someone ended up buying the DVD set, and it turns out that Windy was on it. A YouTuber by the name of Vintage TV uploaded an entire episode of Barrio Sesamo that featured Windy in Spanish. Unfortunately, his account was suspended, most likely due to copyright infringement. Luckily, given that this was 2017, people were able to archive the footage and make backups. As of today, Windy is easily findable online, albeit only in Spanish. The English version, as well as any other language, is currently lost, with no foreseeable plans to release it anytime soon, given how quickly Sesame Workshop was to suspend accounts leaking the clip. Perhaps copyright reasons surrounding the song and the original band are holding them back from releasing it. Whatever the case may be like to count and remember to count your blessings. Be thankful that we have any version of Windy at all.
Yeah, to be honest, like I just don't see how stuff can be lost and stuff like that. Like when like a TV program like makes it, like for example, like Disney obviously makes, like made Ravenshaw, makes, you know, That's a Raven and all those good shows. It's like you would save all that like footage, like it's obviously stored somewhere, you know what I mean? Like wouldn't you store it somewhere? Like wouldn't Sesame Street also be stored? Like I don't know exactly how storing and everything works for shows and movies and all that. I don't know how it works exactly. Like obviously they're posted like on Disney Plus and everything. But it's like, wouldn't it be saved somewhere? Like, is there like a thing that you could watch like Sesame Street on if you pay or something? Everything should be there. Like, you know, like if you pay for it, everything should still be there. Like I don't see how footage just gets lost. Like how would it just like randomly like disappear in my opinion? Like I don't know how that works. I don't know how they do that, and I just don't know how it works. So to me, it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't really know what to say to that, just because they should have all footage. Just don't see how it would just get lost. Oh, sorry, I lost it. Like, bitch, how? Anyway, guys, if you guys have any more suggestions of Blame It on George, which again, I know you guys do, let me know in the comments below. If they are long, I may take longer to watch them, or I may just have to wait till a good time to watch them for me where I'm not, like, tired. Because I get tired just, like, sitting here. I don't know why, but I've gotten, like, the past, like, 2 years, I've, like, been sitting here. I just get tired a lot faster. If I'm moving, I'm not that tired, but it's like if I'm just sitting on a screen, I just get tired. So that's why it can be also hard for me to focus. So that's why I rub my eyes a lot, so just a heads up. But yeah, with all that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy it, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, not really much else to say. But deuces.